From time to time, from now to November, we'll be doing a campaign quick check with key supporters of the candidates. With us in the studio this morning, Stephanie Cutter, the Deputy Campaign Manager for President Obama, and in Boston, Eric Fehrnstrom, Senior Advisor to Mitt Romney. Mr. Fehrnstrom, we thank you for joining us this morning. You're coming off a pretty good week on the campaign. Most of the polling now shows that this race may be within the margin of error. The good news for you is that in the Wall Street Journal poll, it says when it comes to the economy, most people like Governor Romney's ideas. I'm sure you must be pleased to hear that.
Yeah, Bob, well, thank you for having me on the show. Here's a number you're going to hear a lot over the course of this campaign, 23 million. That's the number of people who are looking for work or who have become so discouraged they've stopped looking for work or who are stuck in part-time jobs when what they really want is full-time employment. We all know that President Obama didn't create this recession, but his policies are not working for that 23 million people I just told you about. Last week he was in Ohio and he said that this election is going to come down to two competing visions. Well, that's not true. Incumbent presidents don't get to run on vision. They have records that they have to run on, and we're going to hold them accountable to that.
That was the good news, the economic numbers that you talked about people favoring the president. There was also some numbers in the Wall Street Journal poll that I would guess might give you some concern. One of them asked who was the most easygoing and likable. President Obama was favored by 54% of the people to 18% who said that about Romney. When asked about caring about average people, again, 52% said President Obama cared more. Only 22% said Governor Romney. And then looking out for the middle class, again, Mr. Obama, 48% of the people said they liked President Obama, believe that about him. Only 27% said that about Governor Romney. So do you believe those numbers, Mr. Fehrnstrom, and what do you do? That seems like a challenge to me.
Well, I'll tell you, Bob, I've been associated with Mitt Romney for the past 10 years. I've observed him in public, and I've observed him when the cameras are off. I've witnessed his acts of charity. I've seen how he relates to his family, and I've seen how he interacts with complete strangers. And I can tell you that this is a man of integrity and character. And I think over the course of this next 7 months of the campaign, Americans are going to see that too. And I'm confident at the end of this process, they're going to choose Mitt Romney as their next president.
Well, but he's been out there for a while now, and somehow he cannot seem to get that part across. Why do you think that is?
Well, you know, again, I have to disagree. We're just starting off now on the general election campaign. It's going to be a long road, 7 months. People are going to be learning a lot about Mitt Romney, a lot about his family, about his wife Ann. And again, at the end of the process, I think they're going to see in Mitt Romney a person of integrity, a person of character, and someone who can lead this country through some very challenging times with our economy. We have no doubt that at the end of the day, he will be the choice of Americans for their next president.
What do you think is the best thing your campaign has going for it right now?
I think the best thing we have going for us is a candidate with a strong pro-jobs message. People are looking for someone with capability to lead during some very challenging times. And you look at Mitt Romney, he spent the last, well, the bulk of his career in the private sector. He had a very successful record running the Olympics, and he was governor of his state for 4 years. And when he became governor of Massachusetts, he came into office during a recession. The state was losing thousands of jobs every month. The budget was unbalanced, and 4 years later, when he left, the economy had been completely turned around. We were creating thousands of jobs every month, and the budget had been balanced all 4 years without a tax increase. I think that's the record of accomplishment that people want to see in their next president.
Eric Fehrnstrom, thank you very much for joining us. We hope we can check in with you from time to time as we get closer to November. And, of course, we would love to have Governor Romney on Face the Nation.
Well, thank you, Bob, for having me.
Thank you. And what about Governor Romney?
We're in constant discussions with your staff, and I'm sure that we'll find an opportunity in the near future to bring him on the show.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Fehrnstrom.
Thank you.